Evening, guys. Week number 4 done. So, this is week number 4 video of my no booze challenge. So, I've signed up for 60 days not drinking stupidly, as I keep getting told. And this is now day 30 without a drink at all. So, this is just me logging my progress for week number 4. So, it's getting easier. It definitely is getting easier as the weeks are going on, but it doesn't stop me thinking about it as much. I'm saying getting easier for most of you, probably. I'm sure everybody's in Scotland listening to this, or Glasgow, and the weather has been fantastic, so everybody's drinking, and it's crossed my mind a few times to have a cold beer or a cider, and I actually went and bought non-alcoholic beers because I thought I might have the notion of a beer, because you know what it's like when it's sunny outside, you just automatically think beer, garden, pew, bin. But the week itself, this is into this is day 30 now, so it's been a long month. It feels like I've been off for longer, but it just makes me think, am I going to go back to drinking? And obviously that I don't know if anybody's seen the vlog last week. I kept asking myself, that's what's been in my head all week, and I've thought about it. If anybody's asked me about it, are you going to drink again? When are you going to drink again? And almost like the more people ask me, the more I kind of want to push it back more. That seems a bit daft, but it's almost like, what am I doing? Do I want to keep drinking, or I want to, it's more a glass of wine. I might get a big glass of wine with one of my mates and go, that's nice. Nothing wrong with that. But then they see the feeling I'm getting, just being fresh all the time. I'm getting up early in the morning, 7ish. I've been getting up some mornings at 6:30 and doing work on the stuff I need to launch my podcast, the books, the information I'm writing. I'm doing it with a clear head. I'm getting up before work and doing it. I know if I'm something drinking, I wouldn't have done that. So there is big benefits for me on drinking, definitely. Feeling fresher. I'm definitely, mental clarity is up there with the best it's been in a good while. And I don't need to drink. I don't need to drink to have a good time. So I'm a bit wondering what I'm going to do after the 60 days. I know I'm only halfway through it, but I'm starting to think, what are you going to do after the 60 days? Because you've done well progressing without it, and I've got a good time. I've had a good laugh. I've not missed out on anything. I think, to be fair, the hardest thing is at the moment it's lockdown, or the lockdown's eased, but we're not really seeing anybody. Some family have been coming over in the garden, but we've not actually been out. There's no pubs to go to. There's no restaurants to go to. There's no nights out you can go on. So I've not done any invitations. So that, from that point, it's probably easier. It's when then you start getting invited out, going round to people's houses, barbecues. Do you then start drinking? I might. Who knows? But if anybody's going to give it a try, don't just try. Make sure it's the right time for you. Make sure that you're doing it for the right reasons. It's worth it. It's well worth it. But it is challenging. There's loads of people will ask you questions about it, and it isn't really the norm. I've got my neighbours, they're drinking, my wife's drinking, everybody seems to be drinking around you, your friends, your family, the group chats on WhatsApp. There's things always popping up. It's always about alcohol, so it is difficult because all the temptation's always there. You see on Facebook people having parties on their back, barbecues and pool parties, and the kids are running about and they're sitting in the sun with that picture on Instagram or Facebook, like, cold beer or cold wine, that looks amazing. So there's always very tempting to get back into it. But this week I tried, like I said earlier, I tried the non-alcoholic beers to sort of give me the notion that I was drinking. So I got a Heineken Blue in my Mum and Dad came round to see me. My dad was drinking beer, and I thought I'll have a pint, or probably can into a pint glass. And when I drank it, I've drank non-alcoholic beers before, but I drank it, I thought, what am I doing this for? You know, it's just more like habit, drinking something while he's drinking. That's what it felt like. He's drinking, so I need to do something the same. But it wasn't that nice. And I felt a bit grotty after it. I was like, I don't get me wrong, it was about 25-degree heat. And I just felt, I don't know what I've done that for. I guess I drank a bottle of water or a glass of juice, or nothing wrong with having it. I mean, it's alright, but it wasn't something I would go, oh, give me another one of them. But maybe from the social pressure that some people get, you might be better to have something non-alcoholic, because it makes people feel more comfortable around you. Because when you're the only person not drinking, it kind of makes people a bit uncomfy sometimes. And I get that, because if I'm drinking, you know, a group of people who are drinking, and there's one person not drinking, you always wonder why they're not doing it, because it's in their nature. It's mostly people's habits to drink together and at social occasions. So when you don't, people kind of people question it, and I get that, because I question people myself. If it's happened, you can ask questions to try and find out the reason. But drinking non-alcoholic beer in an environment where people are drinking, I definitely think it helps others around you, because it makes them feel like you're part of the group, and it's easier for people not to ask you what you're drinking when you're drinking something non-alcoholic, because it looks alcoholic. And nobody really actually bothers if you're drunk or not. They just care that you're doing the same as them, so they don't maybe feel isolated or they're doing something wrong themselves, probably. It's a funny one. Like, I would never preach to anybody not to drink, and I'm not saying people who drink every day, every weekend, there's anything wrong with that, because I've done it for... I don't drink as much now, but I probably drank every weekend from when I was 18 right through to I was 33, probably. And I'm sure most of the people have done that as well. And that's maybe, when I'm thinking about it, that's where the thoughts in the whole not drinking is coming from, because you sort of relate to the past, when I done that, when I fucked up, when I should have done that in my work. Any sort of bad experience or any bad decision that I've made, there's always normally been alcohol involved some way. There's been something to do with alcohol mostly. So that's when you start thinking, right, what sort of purpose does it serve in my life? If it's sounding too deep, does it actually serve me as a person? Do I get anything from it? I do a wee bit. You do a wee bit, but maybe not as much as you think you're getting. So I am pushing on to week 5. Now it's habit now. That's what, see, the whole people say 21 days in a row makes a habit. I quite believe that, because I don't feel it's a struggle not to drink. I feel like it's normal. The guys next door to me are drinking, my wife's drinking, there's people, my dad was drinking in front of me. I don't feel like I go, oh, I need to go and I'm desperate to drink this. It's not been in my head as much. I think the only time I do want to drink is with some of my mates and my dad or any members of my family, because I feel that if I'm connecting with them and they're drinking, I don't want them to feel not under pressure, but feel like they're alone drinking themselves and I'm not doing it with them. I want to have that bond of, I'm doing this with you. So I'm going to drink again, I know that, but I'll probably just pick and choose when, or maybe go longer periods quite often in the year not drinking. I think that may be the way to do it. But I'd recommend it. If you're thinking about it, definitely do it, because it's definitely worth it. If you get any sort of business ideas or any work you're pushing through, and I feel like that's definitely helped. Like, I've got quite a bit of workload on now, being back at work. It definitely makes you clearer, your head clearer, it makes you more productive, and it probably gives you that extra 10% that you're not getting if you're drinking more often, because it just makes you more tired and makes your sleep not as good, makes your eating not as good. So it's going to give you that extra bit of tiredness or a wee bit of sluggishness. and you can still perform at work, but if you really want to perform better, or like I'm creating a podcast just now and I'm writing content for it, I know I need to be clear, I know my mind's got to be sharper, so not drinking is definitely helping, and it's helped my training as well. So if you're thinking about doing it, do it. It's right. If it's, don't put yourself under any pressure by saying you must do this, you must do that, and if you fail, you fail. I mean, it's just see how you go. It's something that quite a few people have spoke to me about. And funny enough, that I think I can see people wanting to try it, but they find it difficult. It's the environment everybody's in. It's difficult. I get it, but I definitely say listen. There's massive benefits to it, 100%. It's whether you want to whether you're doing anything different for your life, or whether you're pushing on your work, or whether you're wanting to do something with exercise. Not drinking enhances what you're doing, 1,000,000%. It's just a fact. So no fucking about. If you want to get somewhere quicker, you don't drink, because drink will just hold you back. Simple as that. But again, I'm not here to preach and say don't drink, because I don't really care. Do it if you. It's up to you. Do what you want. It's good. But it's drinking. Brilliant memories. Drinking, you get some laugh, and there's massive probably plus point to drinking. Or you can convince yourself it's massive plus point so you can get a drink. But blabbing on a wee bit again. So into week 5, feeling good. So not as much changing. I think I'm not going to have any more non-alcoholic beers. The only big thing I've got coming up is my birthday, which is in 3.5 weeks. So it's a week before my 60-day challenge ends. So I'm going to have to go through my birthday and not have a drink. Which I've signed up for the challenge. I'm going to do it because I'm going to make sure I do it. And one last thing actually I remember, I got nominated for it was like a NHS challenge where you take a drink of an egg, a shot of sugar, and a shot of alcohol. I wanted to do it, and it was my brother-in-law Kev and my sister-in-law Cheryl who nominated me for it. And I did want to do it. I did really want to do it, but I was like, if I end up doing it and drinking a shot, I know it's nothing, but if I go through this 60 days and then notice the only wee black mark on my 60 days is the fact I've had a shot, I mean, I feel like I've done it properly. So I'm not doing it. I've not done it, which I feel a wee bit crap about, but I need to do this properly. I need to stick to this, because I used to be, when I was younger, that kind of person that signed up for things and done things and stopped and started and stopped and jumped from job to job and had an idea and didn't do an idea and started something the next day and was always jumping from things to things all the time. So now I'm a bit older, 35 now. When I do something, I want to start it and I want to complete it. I want to try and work my hardest and do my best at it. Doesn't work all the time. I can't do it all the time, but for this, I'm sticking to my guns. So anyway, rolling into week 5, no booze, hair's still ginger, skin's looking good, better, clearer. If you're thinking of giving it a try, go for it, it's well worth it. Any questions, let me know.